You know what? Forget everything you think you know about Detroit. Everyone's talking about how Detroit is coming back, but here's what real estate investors already know. The real gold rush isn't happening in downtown Detroit at all. It's happening in the suburbs and not the ones you'd expect. Today, we're breaking down the top 9 hottest suburbs in Metro Detroit for 2025. I'm talking about the suburbs that are seeing explosive growth, the ones where home values are climbing, where new businesses are opening every month, and where people are actually wanting to move to. And if you're thinking about moving to Metro Detroit, you need to know which suburbs are genuinely worth your investment and which ones are just riding the hype train. Hey everyone, I'm Nick Baldwin, your Michigan realtor, giving you the real story inside Michigan living. We're going to cover everything you need to know, from housing costs to what makes each suburb special, the school districts, the vibe, and most importantly, whether it's the right fit for you. And before we dive in, do me a favor. If you're seriously considering a move to Metro Detroit, or you know someone who is, go ahead and smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. I've got a free comprehensive Michigan relocation guide that I'll link in the description below. It's packed with insider information that you need to know before moving to Michigan or Metro Detroit. Now, let's dive in. Number 9 is Ferndale. Let's kick things off with Ferndale. This is where Metro Detroit starts getting really interesting. Ferndale is what happens when creativity and entrepreneurship collide in the best possible way. This is where Metro Detroit's bohemian heart beats. It's been experiencing a renaissance that's attracting young professionals and creatives from all over the country. Here's what you need to know. According to Zillow, the average home value in Ferndale hovers around $250,000, depending on the neighborhood. Now, compared to the other suburbs we're going to talk about, that's actually incredibly affordable, especially when you consider what you're getting. Downtown Ferndale is absolutely thriving. We're talking about one of the best nightlife scenes in Metro Detroit. Places like Valentine Distilling and dozens of craft cocktail bars and restaurants. The Rust Belt Market alone, which has over 40 craft vendors, is also worth the visit. The real story is, once the cheaper alternative to suburbs like Royal Oak, Ferndale has stepped up as a destination in its own right. Home values aren't skyrocketing overnight. Rather, the growth is modest, but the demand is strong and inventory is tighter than ever. If you're seeking accessibility, arts, and culture, but don't want to spend $400,000 on a house, Ferndale must be on your radar. Coming in at number 8 is Plymouth. If Ferndale is the bohemian suburb, Plymouth is the small town America suburb. Here's the deal. Plymouth delivers that picture-perfect downtown with brick streets, boutique shops, and coffee houses. It also hosts year-round community events like the Plymouth Ice Festival and Arts in the Park, one of Michigan's largest outdoor art fairs. According to Zillow, the average home value in Plymouth sits right around $460,000. That puts it above the state average, but you're buying into one of the most desirable communities, which is consistently rated among the top 10 best places to live in Michigan by Niche.com. And a big part of the ranking comes from the schools. Plymouth Canton Community Schools serves most of the area and ranks 3 in Wayne County among the top public districts statewide. Now, full transparency, Plymouth isn't perfect. Because it's close to the I-275 corridor and the main CSX freight line, you'll occasionally wait on trains and hear some traffic noise. But beyond that, it's a suburb that checks almost every box. The downtown area is accessible, filled with locally owned restaurants and shops, and there's a strong sense of community identity. Plymouth has managed to maintain its small town feel while still being conveniently located for commutes to Ann Arbor, Detroit, and the surrounding business hubs. Why it's so hot right now? Because families are realizing they can still get the community, the schools, and the quality of life they want without the price tags of some of the more established suburbs. Plymouth offers that sweet spot of affordability, quality schools, and genuine small town charm. All right, number 7, Novi. If you're particularly into tech or business, pay attention to this one. Novi is where corporate America meets suburban living in Metro Detroit. The city has done an incredible job positioning itself as a major business hub, and you can see it the moment you drive through. Picture modern office buildings, the massive 12 Oaks Mall, and new construction popping up everywhere. According to Zillow, the average home value in Novi sits around $450,000. And yes, that's definitely above the Michigan average, but here's why people are willing to pay for it. The schools. Novi Community School District ranks number 2 in Oakland County and among the top 5% of public school systems statewide, according to Niche.com 2025. The district consistently earns A+ grades for academics, teachers, and college prep programs. You'll also find strong STEM programs and exceptional extracurricular offerings. Second is the city is incredibly well connected. Novi sits right on the I-96 and 275 corridor, putting you within 30 minutes of downtown Detroit, Ann Arbor, or Detroit Metropolitan Airport. For professionals working hybrid or remote, that flexibility is huge. The catch? PayScale found that Novi's cost of living is about 4% above the national average. So you're paying a premium. So yes, you'll pay a bit of a premium, but what you get in return is the quality schools, modern infrastructure, and access to jobs. Also, the city is more spread out than some of the accessible downtowns on this list. You're going to need a car for pretty much everything. But why is it hot? Companies are moving offices to Novi. This includes everything from automotive suppliers to logistic firms to IT to health, biotech companies. Those employees are following, fueling steady housing demand, and with top-tier schools, strong job access, and community, Novi has quietly become one of the most well-balanced, family-friendly cities in Metro Detroit. Number 6 is actually a collection of 5 interconnected cities known collectively as the Grosse Points, or the Points. That includes Grosse Pointe Park, Grosse Pointe Farms, Grosse Pointe Woods, Grosse Pointe Shores, and the city of Grosse Pointe itself. These are some of the most historic, established, and yes, wealthy communities in Metro Detroit. Located along Lake St. Clair, the Grosse Points have become the prestigious address in Metro Detroit for generations. We're talking tree-lined streets, historic architecture, lakefront properties, and a level of old money elegance that's rare in the Midwest. The reality: home prices here can range dramatically depending on which of the 5 cities you're looking at. The average home value in Grosse Pointe Woods, according to Zillow, sits right around $340,000. But in Grosse Pointe Shores, you're looking at around $740,000 for a home value. Now, let's talk about schools. The Grosse Pointe Public School System consistently ranks among the top 5% of districts nationwide, with A+ ratings from Niche 2025 for academics, teachers, and college prep. Families move here specifically for the schools. They are that strong. And of course, there's the lifestyle. You've got Lake St. Clair parks, yacht clubs, tennis courts, sailing, and private neighborhood pools, all within minutes of downtown Detroit. It's a suburban lifestyle that still feels connected to the city's cultural energy. But here's what you should know. Winters in the Points can be intense. Being right on Lake St. Clair means lake effect snow, icy winds, and colder temperatures than the inland suburbs. The views are stunning, but when that wind hits off the lake, you feel it. Still, residents say it's a fair trade because few places look more beautiful than Grosse Pointe under fresh snow. Why it's hot in 2026? The Grosse Points never really went cold. They've been desirable for decades. Grosse Pointe Park in particular has seen notable appreciation in the last 2 years thanks to its accessible Kercheval Avenue district, growing restaurant scene, and proximity to downtown Detroit. So if you want history, prestige, lake access, and long-term value, the Grosse Points are still one of Metro Detroit's crown jewels, and they're only getting better with age. Coming in at number 5 is Northville, both the city and the township. Northville is what most people picture when they think of the ideal American suburb. You've got a historic downtown, Victorian-era homes, top-rated schools, and parks on nearly every corner. It's picture-perfect, but with modern amenities that keep it feeling fresh. According to Zillow, the average home value in Northville sits around $570,000, and that's up about 6.5% over the past year. Homes inside the city often feature classic architecture and accessible proximity to downtown, while the township offers newer construction, larger lots, and luxury estate-style living easily tops $600,000 or more. Now, let's talk about the schools, because for most families, that's the deciding factor. The Northville Public School District ranks in the top 2% of all districts in Michigan, earning A+ ratings across the board for academics, teachers, and college prep, according to Niche 2025. Northville High is consistently recognized as a National Blue Ribbon school, and it's one of the highest scoring public schools in the state. Downtown Northville delivers that Norman Rockwell energy. You've got brick sidewalks, boutiques, cafes, and year-round community events like the Heritage Festival and the Arts and Acts Fair. It's accessible, family-friendly, and packed with small-town charm. Now here's the trade-off. Northville isn't a nightlife spot. Restaurants tend to close early, and if you're looking for late-night bar scenes, you'll probably find yourself heading to Royal Oak or Ferndale. But most residents are fine with that because they're here for the schools and community feel, not the club scene. Why it's blowing up right now? Families who want elite schools and long-term home value are zeroing in on Northville. Its blend of historic charm and modern growth makes it one of the most desirable places to live in Southeast Michigan. And it's perfectly located, far enough from Detroit to feel suburban, yet close enough to reach the city, Ann Arbor, or major employees within a half hour or so. So if you're looking for a suburb that truly checks every family box, Northville might be your sweet spot. Okay, we're officially halfway through the list. And now, we're getting into the heavy hitters. The suburbs where the competition is fierce, prices move fast, and timing can make or break your offer. Remember what I said from the start. The real gold rush isn't happening in downtown Detroit, it's happening right here in the suburbs. Well, these next areas, they're where that gold rush is already in full swing. So before we dive in, do me a quick favor. If you've been getting value out of this breakdown, hit that like button. It helps more people who are considering a move to Metro Detroit find this video and make smarter decisions. And let me know in the comments which suburb has caught your eye so far. I read every single one and I'll answer your questions personally. All right, let's keep going because these next few suburbs are where the competition really heats up. Number 4 is Bloomfield Hills. This is where Metro Detroit's wealthy really concentrates. You'll find executive estates, gated drives, private lakes, and some of the most breathtaking architecture in Michigan. According to Zillow, the average home value here sits around $645,000, up nearly 4% from last year. And that's just the average. Plenty of properties climb well past the $1 million mark, especially along Vay Lake or Long Lake Road. At the heart of the community is the legendary Cranbrook Educational Community. It's home to the Cranbrook Schools, Art Museum, and Institute of Science, one of the most respected private school systems in the country and a major reason families choose to live here. The city feels different from other suburbs. It's quiet, heavily wooded, and refined without being flashy. Drive through and you'll see rolling lawns, stone manor homes, and private country clubs like the Bloomfield Hills Country Club and Oakland Hills Golf Course just minutes away. Now, if you want something slightly more attainable, look to Bloomfield Township, which surrounds the city. There, you'll find beautiful homes starting in the mid-600,000 range and rising well above $1 million for newer builds. You've still got top-tier schools and that exclusive feel, just with a little more inventory. Why Bloomfield Hills matters in 2026? Even when the market fluctuates, the city barely moves. It's the blue chip stock of Metro Detroit real estate, a place where values hold, demand stays strong, and the community standards never drops. If you can afford to live here, you're buying more than a home. You're buying stability, prestige, and some of the most beautiful real estate in Michigan. Number 3 is Birmingham. This might just be the most quintessential upscale suburb in all of Metro Detroit. Birmingham is what people picture when they think luxury suburban living. You've got tree-lined streets, high-end boutiques, art galleries, and some of the best restaurants and cafes in the entire Midwest. It's accessible, it's polished, and it's got that timeless small city feel where everything looks picture perfect year-round. According to Zillow, the average home value here sits around $700,000, which is up more than 3% from last year. Downtown Birmingham is truly the heartbeat of the city. You'll find everything from national luxury brands to local favorites, from casual coffee shops to fine dining that rivals big city experiences. The whole district is beautifully maintained with brick sidewalks, flowers in every season, and a steady buzz of community energy. The schools here are exceptional. Birmingham Public Schools consistently ranks among the top in Michigan, earning A+ ratings from Niche 2025 for academics and college readiness. The city is community-oriented, and there's clear sense of pride in how people care for their homes and their neighborhoods. Here's the reality check. Birmingham is expensive. You're paying for location, lifestyle, and prestige. Inventory's tight, and when a move-in ready home hits the market, it's common to see multiple offers and quick closings. So why is it so hot right now? Birmingham has always been desirable, but today, it's drawing buyers from across the country who realize that Birmingham lifestyle costs a fraction of what it would cost on the coasts. That $800,000 home here would easily top $2 million in parts of California or the Northeast. You also get top-tier schools, a thriving downtown, and a community that feels both elegant and down-to-earth. If you're looking for that rare mix of accessibility, luxury, and long-term stability, Birmingham delivers it all. It's not slowing down anytime soon. Number 2 is Royal Oak, and this is where things get really interesting. Royal Oak might just be the most fun suburb on this entire list. Here's what makes it special. It's that perfect blend of urban energy and suburban comfort. Downtown Royal Oak, especially along Main Street, is absolutely packed with life. You've got restaurants, bars, breweries, coffee shops, and entertainment venues all within walking distance. You want live music? Head to the Royal Oak Music Theater. You want comedy? Try Mark Ridley's Comedy Castle. You want something family-friendly? The Detroit Zoo is right there. And on a Friday night, you could hop between a dozen spots without ever moving your car. Now, let's talk numbers. According to Zillow, the average home value in Royal Oak is about $325,000, up nearly 2% from last year. That makes Royal Oak more accessible than the luxury suburbs like Birmingham, but it's still very competitive. Royal Oak has pulled off something pretty remarkable. It's evolved without losing its personality. You'll still find local shops and independent restaurants that give it character. It hasn't been overdeveloped or sanitized like some of the trendy suburbs get when they grow. Now, here's the trade-off. Parking downtown can get tricky on weekends. And because demand is high, both home values and rent prices have climbed steadily over the past few years. But the payoff, you get one of the most accessible, energetic, and connected suburbs in Metro Detroit. And with so many professionals working hybrid or remote now, Royal Oak has become even more attractive. People are realizing they don't have to live in downtown Detroit anymore. They can live near it, enjoy a vibrant nightlife, great restaurants, and still have quick access to the city when they need it. Why is Royal Oak so hot right now? Well, it offers the best of both worlds. Big city energy with a true neighborhood feel. It's social and it's thriving. If you're looking for a suburb where you can live, work, and play all without losing that Detroit spirit, Royal Oak should absolutely be on your shortlist. And the number 1 hottest suburb in Metro Detroit for 2025 is Troy. Some of you probably saw this coming, but others might be surprised. But here's the thing. Troy is where everything comes together. With a population of roughly 87,000 residents, Troy isn't just one of Metro Detroit's largest suburbs, it's also one of the most balanced. According to Zillow, the average home value here is around $446,000, which is up nearly 4% over the past year. So no, Troy isn't the cheapest suburb on this list, but it's one of the smartest investments. So let's break down what makes Troy the complete package. First, the economy. Troy is a true business hub for Southeast Michigan. It's home to some major corporations, including J.D. Power, and the city also boasts one of the strongest commercial tax bases in Michigan, helping fund excellent public services without the high tax burden you might see elsewhere. And of course, there's the Somerset Collection, one of the Midwest's premier luxury shopping destinations with brands like Gucci, Louis Vuitton, and Apple anchoring a retail center that draws visitors from multiple states. Second, you've got the schools. This is one of the biggest reasons people move to Troy. Troy School District ranks among the top 5 in Michigan, earning A+ ratings from Niche 2025 for academics and for college prep. Schools like International Academy East and Athens High School consistently post some of the highest test scores in the region. If education is your top priority, Troy checks that box easily. Third is infrastructure. Troy is well planned and well run. Public parks are clean, roads are well maintained, the local government has a reputation for fiscal responsibility and efficient city services, and fourth is location. Troy sits right at the intersection of I-75, which means you can get anywhere in Metro Detroit easily, whether it's downtown, the airport, or even out toward Flint or Ann Arbor. That accessibility is a huge draw for professionals who want convenience without sacrificing quality of life. Now, here's what's happening right now. Inventory is tight, demand is high, and homes are selling very quickly, often with multiple offers. According to Rocket Homes, Troy's housing market is up nearly 5% year over year, with strong momentum projected through 2026. Troy might not have the nightlife of Royal Oak or the college town buzz of Ann Arbor, but what it does have is balance. It's the most well-rounded, economically strong suburb in Metro Detroit. It's where top-rated schools meet a thriving business environment and where property values remain stable even when the broader market shifts. So, if you're moving to Metro Detroit and you want a community that's connected and built for the future, Troy is your answer. That's why it's number one on this list. Now, here's the reality. Metro Detroit's housing market is competitive right now. Prices are rising, inventory is tight, and if you're serious about making a move, you need to be ready to act quickly and make strong offers. But here's the upscale. Compared to other metro areas in the US, Metro Detroit still delivers exceptional value. You can get more home, better schools, and a higher quality of life for what you pay for a starter condo in places like Chicago, Boston, or the Bay Area. Because here's the truth. The comeback story everyone's talking about, it's not just happening in downtown Detroit. It's happening all around it, in the neighborhoods, the schools, and the suburbs that make this region one of the most exciting places to live in America right now. If you've made it this far in the video, you're clearly serious about understanding Metro Detroit, and I want to help you make the best decision possible. So here's what I've got for you. First, download my free comprehensive Michigan relocation guide. It's packed with neighborhood breakdowns, top schools, things to do, and everything you need before you move. The link is in the description below. Second, if you want to dive even deeper into what it's really like moving to Michigan, watch my next video right here. Third, if you're ready to actually start looking at properties, or if you have specific questions about your situation, just reach out to me directly. My contact information is in the description. And finally, subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. We post videos weekly taking you inside Michigan living. Now, let me know, which one of these suburbs surprised you? Which one are you the most interested in? Are there other suburbs that you want me to cover? Let's chat in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.